Hello, this is Majdi and welcome to my Java tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you guys how to create a database using random access file. This will be very useful for university or college students that are creating projects that involve inputting names, surnames, and all that stuff. A database, typical database. Alright, so I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to be starting a series, so because I don't want to make these tutorials long, so it's going to be write, read, deleting, updating, and searching from a file, and then I'll include a GUI tutorial so you can, transfer everything. Alright, let's get started. Alright, let's go. You want to declare the access file, semicolon, and then don't hover over it, Control Shift M. Some hooligan was just shouting outside the window. Crazy guy. Anyways, that was a bit random. Right now, we want to create a scanner so you can get the input from the keyboard. Scanner system dot in. Okay, and Control Shift M, and I'm going to be using a basic example, but this example will help you regardless. You can be using, I don't know, 15 strings, but this will help you hopefully. So string, name, and surname. Okay, and then we want to use int because I want to use an integer. I can use double, but I'm going to just use int. Age equals, actually we're not going to initialize it. So next thing you want to do is the typical system.out.println. Please input your name. Input name. Should have kept it shorter, but yeah. We want to call in the name equals cn. You get the string. If you actually, no error would occur if you input something else. So, and one thing we want to do is we want to send it to lowercase. This will help reduce errors in the future because one person might search with capital letters, and that'll just cause a horrific mistake. Alright, I'm going to copy and paste this because that's what shortcuts are for. And we want to go surname. Okay, and you want to change this to surname. And what else? Lastly is input age, and this is error is gonna occur. Just change it to int because it only reads an integer. And I'll probably do some validation if you input a number. I haven't done that for the JText field. So if someone inputs a string, it would say, "Hey, dude, what are you doing? Put a number." Or decimals. Actually, decimals, I haven't tried that. I'm just confused. Anyways, all right. So next thing we want to do is the fun bit, because most of you guys are probably familiar with this stuff anyways. So IO exception, we want to open the file, and get stack trace. Ooh, that's just in case. What have I done here? Yeah, one semicolon. Alright, control is actually important, but it's waiting for us to open a file. So file equals new random access file is a new file, and I'm just going to call it write.txt. Okay, and just do this quickly. Control Shift M. Basically, when you put your path as this without C or something, or D or F, whatever your your main partition is, this will actually search for this file in your actual project folder. So this will help you if you're transferring your project into USB, so you don't have to go back to the code and change the path or what have you. So what you do here is create a file, new file, and then we want to call it write.txt. Okay, and that should work fine. And RW means that the file can be read as well as written. So if you want to limit it to only being read, you just put R. Or, in this case, we're going to do RW. There's the other one B and I think D. We're not interested in those. Alright, so now here's where I have to explain a lot. Alright, first thing we want to do is we want to, because when we're storing things into a database, we're going to obviously have bytes and all that stuff. So we don't want to override our current line, because random access file, if there's this function called seek, and this one actually is a pointer that looks at the whole file. So if you put seek 0, it actually starts from the beginning. Okay, and when we're writing to a file, we don't want to do that because it will just keep overriding. So what we want to do is create a variable that would get the file size. So whenever you're adding, it just adds in a sequence. I hope that makes sense. Alright, so this seek function is very, very useful, and as well as set length. This function will be using it on, I believe, in the 3rd or 4th episode of this series, if you want to call it a series. So yeah, just go here, Control Delete, and save the file because I don't want to write anything on it. So what we're going to do is long, because this random access file is familiar with long in terms of bytes and all that stuff. So long file size equals file dot length. We're going to actually get the length of the file, and now we want to use the seek function. Alright, so seek file size, because if you do 0, it just just overrides, as I just explained. So next thing we want to do is Control Shift F just to clean things up, and what we want to do is write name, surname, and age. Okay, so file dot write UTF, I believe, write UTF, and we'll write the name, and file dot write UTF. I'm so slow because I don't know. That rhymes. File write integer, and we're gonna get the age. Okay, and yeah, one more thing to do, and you want to close the file. And what else? Okay, yeah, basically if we want to fill up bytes for the strings, because we don't want the pointer, when we're searching, we don't want the pointer to get messed up. Like, here's a string, and then next thing you have spaces here, then you have I don't know, a number or something, then it will just get confused, and it would just, an error will just happen. You would just be like, oh, what's happening to my project? So what we want to do is that we want to write empty bytes, so it would help us, so if you write, for example, Ishmael, and I want to write 20 bytes, I write 20 bytes, and then when I'm searching, the pointer would move there, I don't know, somewhere there, and then be like, oh, okay, this is a string and this is an integer, so it knows where it's going, so there's no some muddled up spaces. So to do that is that we're going to use a for loop. Go here, for int I equals 0, I is less than or equal to, let's say, 20 minus name dot length. Okay, and I plus plus. And now we want to actually write a byte, so we go file dot write byte, and how many bytes do we want to write is 20. Okay, so you write 20, and you can simply copy and paste this for the surname. Let's go here, surname, where are you, surname. Okay, and I believe, and we yeah, that's it, and yeah, that's it, and let's just go run it. Ishmael, Zadie, and I'm 21. Okay, and well, I wouldn't say this is the bad thing about this function, is that we can't actually, view the stuff in the file. Actually wrote Ishmael and then yeah, we can't actually see the number. So in the next tutorial I will show you guys how to actually read or view the file. This will be useful for putting into a JTable or something like that, which I will include. And thank you guys for watching. Let me check how much I've gone. 10 minutes for writing. Okay, so thank you guys very much. Please subscribe to keep updated with this tutorial series. All right.